we all know as adults what it's like to feel overextended and crave the luxury of a do-nothing day. But what about a little free time for little kids? Children's days are often packed with classes, everything from art to music to sports to language lessons, the list goes on. So today we ask, is it healthy for little children to be booked solid? Here's ABC's Juju Chang.
Go, Ava! Go, Gabby!
3.5-year-old Gabby Goldberg loves soccer. Every Saturday, she has 45 minutes of practice and a game. But soccer season is over after today. Next month, ice skating lessons. Gabby is a busy girl.
Gabrielle goes to preschool. She goes from 9 to 12, Monday through Friday.
Her activities? She has cooking class on Tuesday, gymnastics on Wednesday, Fridays she has dance. Right now, she's playing soccer.
And kick it.
That's a lot. Or at least it sounds like a lot. You know.
Right.
Does a 3.5-year-old really need all of these scheduled activities?
I think she needs the activities. It gives her an opportunity to see, to have different experiences, to figure out what types of things she likes doing.
Little Gabby is a bundle of energy.
She likes to keep busy, even at 3.5. She hasn't napped since she was 22 months old. She likes to keep up with her big sisters.
6-year-old twins Julia and Sophie, on the other hand, have kindergarten 6 hours a day, 5 days a week, plus an hour of soccer, dance, gymnastics, and a religious class. Studies show that over the past 2 decades, children's free time has dropped by 12 hours a week. Playtime down 3 hours a week. Unstructured outdoor activities like walking and hiking down 50%.
Go ahead. Come on, girls.
So is a busy schedule bad for kids? Well, no, according to a University of Maryland study, which says a heavy load of activities doesn't cause extra stress for children. Instead, very active kids thrive emotionally.
But the American Academy of Pediatrics warns kids today are overscheduled. They need more downtime. Speaking of which, whatever happened to downtime or playtime?
For many of these activities, specialty is developing between the ages of 3 and 6.
Nice toes on!
If you bring a child who's 6 or 7 to the soccer field for the first time or gymnastics, there are kids who have already way excelled them in terms of skills and they can't catch up.
So is this keeping up with the Joneses when it comes to your kids?
There's definitely an element of keeping up with the Joneses.
While the pressure to excel can lead parents to overschedule and overload their kids, parenting experts and pediatricians point out organized sports and other activities have clear benefits. Children socialize, learn teamwork, sportsmanship, and discipline. And they get exercise and have fun. For Good Morning America, I'm Juju Chang, ABC News, Needham, Massachusetts.
And joining us now is pediatrician Dr. Lisa Thornton. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Oh, this is so close to my heart with 2 little kids. So let's talk first about what the risks are of overscheduling. They do need some amount of downtime, right? We had so much more when we were kids. What does that do for a kid?
Well, kids just need time to daydream and think and be creative and make up games.
Yeah.
So when everything's constantly scheduled, they don't do that. And so creativity is not as spontaneous.
Yeah, it's true. My kids will play with a box. If they get bored,
right.
They go out into the garage and get a cardboard box, and that's their favorite toy. I guess that's good to allow some of that.
It is, and also children shouldn't feel they have to perform just to get their parents' attention. So if they understand that, mom and dad really want them in all these activities, they also get the message that it's all about them being in the activity and not just being themselves.
And a lot of it is keeping up with the Joneses. Everybody in your school district is doing T-ball, so you feel like you have to do it too.
That's right, but you don't.
But you don't. Well, tell us what the warning signs are. I mean, when have you gone too far? What do you look for for the problem that you've overscheduled?
One of the keys is that if their schedule is so frantic that you're frantic, then that's probably too much. Because they're going to take their cues from you. So you're anxious, they're anxious. Also, if your kids can't self-entertain, if when they don't have a scheduled activity, they don't know what to do, you need to give them a little more time because they will figure it out. If they're bored, boredom is actually good for young kids.
But on the flip side, you do want some amount of activities, right? I mean, so you don't want to just keep the kid home all the time, do you?
Well, some parents may choose to do that, and that's actually okay for kids to just have a lot of free time. But it's okay to be in organized activities as a young kid, but you want to remember that preschoolers have an attention span of about 30 minutes maximum.
So kids 1 to 5,
Yeah.
preschoolers, how much should they be doing?
Yeah, we would recommend really, if they're in an activity, about 30 minutes at a time, just very small doses a couple times a week, because they don't have the attention to sit and really focus for that long.
Okay, and then age 5 to 8, maybe a little bit more.
5 to 8, we would think they can get into something competitive, and they may have a couple of activities during the week.
And you're saying by 8 years old, then you really do want them to be in at least one organized
You
activity.
do, because it really gives them some elements of discipline and teamwork and sharing and understanding how to follow directions. So then it becomes important for them to be in something. Yeah.
Lisa Thornton, thank you so much for giving us some guidelines. It actually makes me feel a little better. I appreciate it. We want to hear what you have to say about all this. I know you'd like to weigh in. You can go to our GMA weekend page at abcnews.com.